Hello everybody. Today is Wednesday, July 1st, 2009, and this is my normal voice. No, not the crappy announcer kind of voice like I was using in my questions and answers video. The reason I'm making this video is because this is going to be a real example of what my weekly videos will be like, rather than the question and answer kind of thing. Now, the question and answer kind of thing is important for people who ask common questions, but I should have uploaded that after the intro, but before the first video, so people who were asking questions could watch that video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that video up, and I'm going to retitle it, so it's going to be kind of like in the archives kind of thing. And so it will not be an actual blog video, for like a weekly blog video, but it will still be there in case you have some common questions that you need to have answered and you haven't watched that video yet. Granted, it will be somewhat annoying to some people to go back and get their questions answered, but hey, it works. It had quite a few important questions in there, such as how do we have the audacity to call ourselves awesome, and things like that. So if you still haven't seen it, and you can put up with an annoying announcer type of voice, then go watch it. But if not, stay in your seats, and I will be doing a normal weekly video, rather than a stupid questions and answers, holding up pieces of paper kind of thing. Okay? Funness. The mini diansheng puzzle is quite an interesting puzzle in my opinion, not because of its size, or its shape, or its mechanism, or even what type of puzzle it is. It's not really that interesting in those cases, just a small 3x3. But what's cool about this is that the cubies are the same size as an Ishin 4x4. Maybe I can hold that up? They're the same size, and they're just a little bit smaller than the Mefferts and Klefferts ones, which means that 4x4 stickers from any type of 4x4 cube that you can buy, and as well as 4x4 stickers from CubeSmith, will fit on this. So if you want to re-sticker your mini diansheng because the orange and red are kind of the same, or for any other reason, then you just have to buy 4x4 stickers. To show that those 4x4 stickers can be used on the mini diansheng, I would like to show you my Evil Twin 4x4. Granted, it is not a very hard mod, it's just fused 3x3 with extended pieces, but I used 4x4 stickers, and this is the size you will get on them. So it is the perfect size, and it's correct. What's cool about the Evil Twin 4x4 is, as you could probably infer, it is the same size as the Ishin 4x4, which makes it kind of cool when you're showing people this, and then you go around and you show them this. Confuses people, just for fun. Many of you, or a lot of you, have probably bought one of these little 2x2 fuse cubes from either Husky Omega or from Mefferts. You can buy them in sets of 2, 3, or 4, and then on Cube For You, you can also buy them in 2, 3, 4, or bigger. You just have to put in a number and they will attach that many for you. I think anything above 4 is getting kind of ridiculous, but I had a 4 one, a quadruple, with 4 of them attached, and it broke, and so I was trying to think of what I could use these mini 2x2s for. And at first I thought that I could use them to make a 2x2x1, which is a very simple puzzle to make. This one that I have is actually just a mini 2x2 mechanism, mini Ishin 2x2 mechanism, except each set of 2 pieces are glued together, and then 6 extra pieces are glued onto those, and a tile or sticker or whatever you want is put on there. That makes a really neat puzzle. But I don't need another one of those, as I already have one. So what I was thinking is I'd use the other 2 cubies worth and make an Evil Twin 3x3. Now, some of you probably already have an Evil Twin 3x3, and if you don't, I'll probably be making a short tutorial on how to make one by using this fused cube. I do not know exactly how to fuse a 2x2. I tried once and failed, and that's why this one would be really nice. So if you have an Evil Twin 3x3, if you could post a comment and let me know what you think of the Evil Twin 3x3, as well as what size yours is, which 2x2s you made it out of, and stickers that you got, that would be quite appreciated. A little tip or trick of the day that I'd like to tell you guys about is how to start memorizing the F2L algorithms for the Friedrich method. Now, a lot of you probably already know the Friedrich method, so this is old news or stuff that you don't need to know anymore. But for any of you aspiring cubers who are using the beginner's method, keyhole method, and other little advancements like that, you may want to start learning Friedrich method. And to learn Friedrich F2L is rather simple if you can do this very easily. All you have to do is track the corner and the edge that it goes with around the cube while you're reading the algorithm off, so then you can do it from memory without even needing the algorithm. I'll show you on this case where the corner is already in its correct spot and the edge is flipped. The first three moves in this algorithm are U prime, R prime, take them out and move them apart. The next move, a small d, moves the slot that you want to put them in back here to make it for easy insertion and so that you can do an R prime and only mess up a messed up pair already. The next moves are R prime, U2, R, which pair them up, then U2 brings it to the back, then R prime, U, R inserts them into their correct spot. Tracking those two pieces makes learning Friedrich F2L very, very easy. Of course, the algorithm method. And also, if you know intuitive method, like I do, you can also just use those basic concepts to help you memorize these. This concept can also be used on PLL. PLL being where you move pieces around in the top layer. For the PLL, it's very similar, like I just said, but instead you want to track F2L pairs. For this example, I will show you the very simple T permutation, which is one of the fastest ones to perform, and also very useful, especially if you're learning to look PLL. So what you want to do on this is rather than tracking a corner and its edge pair, you want to track F2L pairs. So when you're holding the T permutation like this, with these two and these two needing to be switched, you're going to be tracking this one first, and then this one. First few moves, take this one out. Second few moves, move it back in, but the other way so it messes up the back. Now, doing the front brings this pair out, and then you want to insert this pair into here. R2, U prime, R prime. Now you have first pair and second pair, and now you want to get this pair back up to here to make your line of 3. So, you do a U prime, and then just bring the pair back out and match it up. And now, reorient the front layer, and there you have done the T permutation. Next, I would like to talk about the Roux method. This method is a method that I do not yet know, and so I will only give a brief overview of it from my understanding. I have a question to ask all of you advanced cubers out there that maybe you could help me with, but I am actually very interested in learning this. The Roux method, as far as I understand from watching Waffle Jim's tutorial, is that you make 2 1x2x3 blocks on each side intuitively, and that does not mean inserting the cross pieces and then F2L pairs, as that is very slow. Then, you orient and permute the corners within one algorithm, and I believe there's 40, but I'm not exactly sure. Then you move the centers and edges around using M and U moves only. And by doing that, not only do you get a flurry of M and U moves, but you can also perform it very fast if you are good at doing those two kinds of moves. I'm not very fast at it, as you can tell, but I like to practice just for fun. So anyone who uses the Roux method, or knows quite a bit about it, if you could tell me how many algorithms are in it, and what the easiest way to learn it is, that would be greatly appreciated. So that pretty much sums it up for today's video blog, or vlog video, for Wednesday, July 1st, 2009. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for Lance the Blue Knight's video, which will be very, very interesting, as far as I know, which is nothing. And so, I was browsing the speed solving forums yesterday, actually, and there is a thread in the off-topic discussion section that is titled Pet Peeves, and people go through and talk about their pet peeves, and I listed a few of mine on there, and I read all the other ones, and a lot of them are very interesting. So I thought I'd share a couple with you that I saw, or that I made, and then I'd like you guys to post in a comment down there if you have any pet peeves of cubing-related nature. One of the pet peeves that I saw was people who peel off the stickers when you give them a cube and you say, solve it, or however they get the cube into their hands, they say, okay, I'll just peel off the stickers. That annoys me, because you can just easily pop out the pieces with no damage to the stickers. One last thing that annoys me, or that I have a pet peeve of, is when people use the word algo instead of alg or algorithm. I'm not exactly sure why, but to me, algo sounds kind of like an ugly word, something you don't want to get talking about. It sounds like, ugh, stay away, algos, ugh. You know, something green and slimy crawling along the wall. And, so if you guys have that same pet peeve as me when people say algo, post it in the comment as well as any pet peeves that you may have. And as I said before, stay tuned for Lance the Blue Knight's video tomorrow.